Hey, welcome to video number 158 of Walker This Way with Hazel Walker, the queen of all things.
BNI and networking.
I am Mark Sammons, and I said that really funny. Good to see you, Hazel. I have a glow on one side of my head. I don't know what it is. It's either my halo or the reflection off the water outside my window. It's probably more like what it is.
It's probably that. So, and your sunshine. I see the sunshine.
It is. It's really nice here today. So, Hazel, do you hear that knocking?
Is that opportunity?
No. The knocking is my shrink next door. That's what's knocking, my shrink next door. Hey, speaking of my shrink next door, good segue. Jill and I have been watching the Apple TV series of Will Ferrell called My Shrink Next Door. And life imitating art, or art imitating life. There was one of the, there was a line in there which I'm like, gave me some thought. And it was the line from The Shrink to Will Ferrell's character said, I could bring you the opportunities, but I can't bring you the outcomes. Well, that's a pretty brilliant line. It was the first for me to hear it. Because we do networking.
Right.
And we don't bring the outcomes.
Well,
necessarily.
Well, I get, so there's a, I've always said this, there's a false expectation when people come into BNI.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually dual a false expectation. First off, to join a BNI chapter, like you put your application, you have the opportunity to put in an application, right?
Right.
That's an opportunity, put in the application. And if you get accepted, now you have the opportunity to generate referrals. But that opportunity doesn't happen without work, mm-hmm. Right? So when we think that we're just going to jump in and that opportunity is here, we've given you the opportunity and you're just going to roll in the referrals. It's really not true, but it's a false expectation. But the other part of it is, and I have heard people say this, so it is a good point. Mm-hmm. I was at a BNI event and it was a visitor event. And there's a person who's a member talking to a visitor. And she's right behind me. And she says, oh my gosh, you need to get into this BNI group. She goes, now that our company is in this organization, we never have to sell anything anymore. We never have to sell anything anymore. And I remember turning around and I go, hold on. Just this week, didn't you sell me your services? Like I paid you a couple $1,000s for your services. Didn't you just sell that to me? Yeah. Well, then you're selling. I gave you money. You gave me service. You're selling. Oh, but we get referrals. I go, but the referral is just an opportunity to close a deal with someone. It's not a closed deal. Right. You still had to sell to me, right?
Yeah.
In a nicer way because you were referred to me and I was looking for your services. So that made it easier. So the opportunity was a better opportunity, right?
Yeah.
But that's all a referral is, isn't it? Opportunity.
Definitely. I mean, we've talked in a few past Walker This Way videos about if you look at a sales cycle, beginning to end, we're doing for each other about 80% of that sales cycle.
Yeah.
But that closing part still up to you. The outcome part is still up to you once you receive the referral to do all those things. Not all of them close necessarily, but you still have to close the deal for yourself.
But you've got to do the things, right?
Yeah.
The sales things. Well, isn't that the same with a membership?
Absolutely.
BNI membership is an opportunity to generate referrals for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to do all the things.
There's action items that have to happen.
Right. And if you do all those things, as soon as you get into BNI, you start doing the one-to-ones and the relationship building. If you do the things, you will generate referrals faster.
Yeah.
But all we can give you is the opportunity to generate referrals from your fellow members, but you have to do the things.
And what's interesting about the things is that especially lately when I'm having conversations with some members, is they like to do a lot of other bright and shiny things,
Yes.
but not do the little foundational things that are actually a lot easier if they would just do them than the other. I'm doing this and doing that. And I'm like, wow, it's a lot of work. It's stressing me out.
And they're
Really?
they're always looking to recreate the things.
Yeah. And if you just do the things that are laid out, which are simple, and things, what do we mean by things? Like building the relationships, one-to-ones, follow up,
Giving a
follow up,
referral.
follow up, giving referrals, having conversations, learning more about each other. Like those are the things.
Teach me what to listen for and what to say,
Yeah,
right? These educational things.
exactly. Just the foundational things. Do those, you'd be golden. Be golden.
Right.
But
So
I
we
tell
give
ya,
you the opportunity.
doing those other things doesn't work unless those foundational things are done.
Well, let me just say, I gave someone a referral. It was a done deal. And I even said, all you need to do is take your contract in. It's pretty much closed. They just have a couple questions for you and they want you to bring the contract, but they're prepared to buy. He walked out without a contract because he unsold it. Like he didn't stop talking. He tried to resell it
Mhm.
after I had already taken it to its level, right? So I gave him a really, really high opportunity, but he completely blew it, And that can happen. I can give you the opportunity, but you can just as easily make nothing of it.
Right.
Right? So if I give you a referral and you don't follow up, I gave you an opportunity and you did nothing with it.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunity is a gift. Here's the gift. What you do with it is up to you.
That's up to
And-
you. It's the same with education. It's same with everything.
Yeah,
We get presented with opportunities every day, but what we do with those opportunities really is up to us.
definitely. So members, listen, keep bringing each other the opportunities, and in BNI, that's referrals. You know, we have to do, as members, continue educating each other about what a good referral is, how to bring up the conversation, all those pieces. What words do I use? What do I listen for? There's lots of pieces to that. Hint, check some of the past Walker This Way videos. There's content in there about them. And for when you're receiving the referral, now you have some work to do to follow up and have the conversations and close the deal. That's the outcome of it that you're responsible for.
And I think that's something you should say always to a visitor. We're offering you the opportunity to apply, right? Because that's what all we're doing is offering you the opportunity.
Yeah, it really is. Joining isn't, it's not for sure. Right? You're putting an application, but it is an opportunity to be part of something.
Yep.
And which it really is. All right, Hazel. So, if any more really cool things come up from my shrink next door, or whichever way my shrink is on TV, sometimes you pick up those nuggets.
This is true.
Sometimes I have been caught with this before, where I quoted something I heard in a show on Facebook, and I put it to the show, and then I had all these other people post, that's not where it's from here and here and here. So if this quote was actually from somewhere else, cool, it's okay. Moral of the story is, we can bring you the opportunities, but we can't bring you the outcomes. You're responsible for the outcomes as well.
You got to open the door and walk through it.
Walk through it. All right. Till next time, Hazel.
See you later.
Bye.